A little less than a year ago, on the same day, we released the new CD, Big Lonesome, and we also released a new book. I thought having a book out would be enough. It's called They Came to Nashville. Thank you very much. And it's 15 chapters, and each chapter is a songwriter that I've known, and I'm just going to read a little brief passage, if I may. I know this is a music club, but this is a book about music. So I'm going to read a little bit from the prologue. I've been trying my hand at fiction, and I thought that my next book would be a work of fiction, but it's happened with my first book. When I wrote the very first line, I saw this whole book unfold before me. Y'all all know who Billy Joe Shaver is, right? Yeah! God, I played a gig the other night at this real hoity-toity place, not one damn soul. So I sang them, I'm just an old chunk of coal followed by I've been to Georgia on a fast train. That straightened them right up. Y'all ready? Yeah, ready! The night I met Billy Joe Shaver, my hair caught on fire. I kid you not. The year was 1971. How many people were alive back then? The place was Nashville, Tennessee. We were all at a party at Jack and Liz Williams' house. Jack and Liz were a couple of expatriate songwriters from Texas, part of a vibrant underground Nashville music scene. Jack went on to fame and fortune starring in the original Broadway production of Sweeney Todd. Liz was the first female songwriter I ever met. Now the party was your typical early 70s party. You know, the early 70s, that's when the 60s hit the South. Right? So it was your typical early 70s party with lots of smoke, beer, laughter, and music. You just never knew who might show up. Now I'm standing in the living room, minding my own business, when someone approached me with this cowboy-looking guy. Hey, Marshall, meet Billy Joe Shaver. Billy's a songwriter from Texas. Now, actually, I wasn't standing. Leaning would be a more accurate description. I was leaning against the mantelpiece in the living room where, unbeknownst to me, several sunken candles were burning. And even though I was in a semi-altered state, I vividly recall this encounter. Because no sooner had this person said, hey Marshall, meet Billy Joe Shaver, than Billy Joe's usually crinkly eyes became big as saucers like he'd just seen a ghost. And in that instant, I heard a faint, crackling sound, followed by the unmistakable smell of burning human hair. And it wasn't until people started shouting and beating me about the head that I realized my hair was on fire. Now, as it turned out, I lost about a third in the back, leaving a crater of charred split ends from hell. Now, I've been told this was Billy Joe's first night in Nashville. But even if it wasn't, I'm sure something equally bizarre transpired. Because that's just the way it is here in Music City, USA. Because Nashville is a music center like London and New York, Austin, and Los Angeles. It has always been a magnet for dreamers, iconoclasts, poets, pickers, and prophets from all over. I've lived here 40 years and can count on one hand the number of natives I've met. It's true, the great majority of us are from somewhere else. And lately I've been thinking a lot about this. Why anyone would pack up and leave everything they've ever known to pursue a dream. What were they looking for? What were they running away from? What did they imagine would happen? When you're young, you don't think about it. You just do it. But now that I'm older, whenever I think back to that young girl I was, inexperienced but ready, innocent, wild, and full of dreams. I'm amazed at the energy and gumption it took to pursue this path I've chosen. And over the past few years, whenever I've found myself at a dinner party or just kicking back with artist, musician friends, I can't help it. I start asking all sorts of questions, encouraging them to talk about what brought them to Nashville. And these are their stories. Thank you.